Scheana Shay, known to millions as the candid and fiercely loyal star of Vanderpump Rules, recently opened up about one of the darkest moments in her life, a painful betrayal that shook her marriage to its core. In an interview with Glamour, Scheana revealed that her husband, Brock Davies, confessed to having cheated on her while she was pregnant with their daughter, Summer Moon. It was a confession that came not during a heated argument or after a dramatic confrontation, but at the end of what Scheana described as an amazing day together. As they settled in for a quiet evening, ready to watch an episode of Real Housewives of New Jersey, Brock asked her to pause and listen. Scheana remembered the chilling moment he looked her in the eyes and admitted something she had never expected to hear. Brock said that with all of the fake news being published, he was afraid that something actually true might surface, and it was best that I heard it directly from him, she recounted. Those words alone sent a cold wave of dread through her. But nothing could have prepared her for what followed. He confessed that during the pandemic, when they were living in San Diego and while she was carrying their baby, he had slept with another woman. Scheana, 40, described being paralyzed with shock, unable to fully process that the man she loved and trusted had made such a choice at such a vulnerable time in their lives. I use the word chose because it was very much a conscious decision, she explained, her voice tinged with the rawness of someone still grappling with betrayal. No one twisted his arm or dragged him into bed. He made that choice on his own. The revelation brought back old rumors that had haunted the early days of their relationship. Scheana recalled whispers that Brock had been involved with another woman when they first met in 2019, stories alleging that he would visit Scheana one day and the mystery woman the next. It was even said that this woman had helped him pack for a trip to Australia where he and Scheana made their relationship official. Although Brock had always denied those rumors, the confession planted new doubts in Scheana's mind. That night, Scheana described an uncontrollable fury bubbling inside her, a rage she struggled to suppress for the sake of their sleeping daughter. Our daughter, she emphasized. His baby, whom I'd been carrying while he was in bed with another woman. Overwhelmed by nausea and anger, she began pacing the room, her thoughts spinning into a storm. In a moment where heartbreak eclipsed reason, Scheana lost control. She slapped Brock and threw a Rubik's Cube at him, an object she said he managed to dodge. Her reaction wasn't something she was proud of, but in that moment the betrayal was too raw, too fresh. Later, Brock handed her a letter he had written in 2022, a full year before his confession. In it, he detailed how many times he and the woman had been together and where those encounters had happened. The letter was an attempt to be transparent, but for Scheana, it deepened the wound, proof that he had kept this secret buried for years while they built a life together. Brock's explanation offered little comfort. He claimed he had been terrified of becoming a father again, plagued by fears of not deserving that role, and in his weakness, he had sought solace in someone else's bed. But to Scheana, the pain wasn't softened by his reasoning. The betrayal remained the same. She also admitted she struggled to understand how the affair even happened. She had Brock's location on her phone, and they were living together during the pandemic, a time when the world felt smaller and every movement seemed visible. The secrecy, she realized, had been far more deliberate and cunning than she could have imagined. The woman in question, according to Brock, was someone he had known before meeting Scheana, and they reconnected at an F45 gym while Scheana was pregnant. That casual detail only twisted the knife deeper, transforming what might have seemed like a single moment of weakness into something that felt far more intimate and intentional. In sharing this deeply personal story, Scheana offered a glimpse into the emotional turmoil behind the curated images of happiness that fans see on television and social media. Her honesty painted a raw human portrait of love, betrayal, and the struggle to hold a family together despite it all. For Scheana, the pain isn't something that simply goes away with time. It lingers, a wound that may heal but will always leave a scar. Yet, by choosing to speak out, she has shown a vulnerability that resonates with so many who have been blindsided by those they trust most. In the end, her story isn't just about betrayal, it's about the strength it takes to confront heartbreak head-on, to face the truth, and to decide what comes next, even when the answers aren't clear. And in that vulnerability, Scheana Shay reminds everyone that even in the reality TV world of bright lights and glossy images, real heartbreak hurts just the same.